ass, you over there, you doing the same thing, but you doing it on such a low level because you don't have it like that. Oh, this R. Kelly thing is so deep. It just runs so deep. Can I just say, listen, it's very deep. I'm going to tell you, listen. Oh, it's just so much I can say.
This out. I don't think they're making it deeper than what it should be. This man was molested by his sister. His sister was 15, molested him while he was like 7, right? What if that's like, that created a mark, like bam.
Oh, it does.
That's why he liked young girls. His first sexual experience was with 15-year-old.
And it was from somebody that he would naturally love. You know, I'm sure he did not appreciate what was going on, but there should be a lot of, I'm no psychologist, but there should be a lot of confusion going in there. And so I think when you start really fucking with the mind like that, you know what I mean? You don't know which way you're going to go. I sympathize. I feel sorry for him because I think he is doing what, and I am not taking up for him, and I want people to understand that, but he is doing what a lot of people do when they have been stripped of their power. They kind of talked about that in the documentary. But he is able to do it on such a grandiose level because he has so much money, right? Your ass, you over there, you doing the same thing, but you doing it on such a low level because you don't have it like that. Case in point. Okay. And I talked about this on Facebook too. A lot of people were on Facebook like, I'm unfriending anybody who says something and takes up for R. Kelly. They getting unfriended. They getting unfriended today. I mean, they were just like all of these PSA announcements about who is getting unfriended, who is getting unfriended. I'm like, you are doing the same thing he did. He was stripped of his power and now he's trying to take some power back, right? Right. You're stripped of your power. You don't have no power over what anybody thinks or feels. None whatsoever. You think you're taking it back by unfriending them. Okay? But you still don't have no power.
Right. You're not taking...
You still don't have no power, but you think you are. Right. And you're doing what you think you can do in order to make yourself feel like you have the power. He did the same. You're doing the same thing he did. You're just doing it on a smaller level. What I'm saying is, it's in us to do that. Now, how he is manifest, I think it was totally wrong. I think it was way crazy and morose and any other words you can, egregious and whatever other words you want to think of. Right. But the systematic pattern of what's going on is what damn near everybody does in various situations where they want to just gain their power back.
Right. So you feel like it's all about power.
I think it definitely.
So it's not about sex or sexual deviance. To you, it's about power.
Hell yeah. When you keep somebody from there, because if it was about sexual deviance, you know, if that girl was doing whatever and y'all had this type of relationship or whatever, the power is keeping her away from her parents. The power is keeping her away from her loved ones, keeping her secluded, not letting her do, making her ask you for food, making her ask you to go to the restroom, putting her head down when people come in. That's a power dynamic.
No, that's definitely a power trip. So was the power so that he can like continue his sexual deviance though? You think? Or was it he just wanted the power? Like maybe his sister stripped him of his power.
Absolutely she did. Yeah. And that's the part I sympathize about because, again, no matter how that manifests to what he's doing today, at the start point of it all, that should not have happened to him as a child. Should not happen to anyone. And it happens to so many. Really? Luckily, thank the Lord above that I can say I'm one person that has never happened to me in any type of way. But like 90% of my girlfriends, the answer is yes. Yeah. You know what I mean?
And a lot of them don't even like to talk about it.
They don't.
Yes, it's painful.
Well, you know what? It brings me back to and we'll just divert just for a second. But remember the book Precious and the movie Precious, right? I read the book before I saw the movie.
I'm sure the book was probably fire.
Right. Yeah. Well, ain't nothing about that situation.
I'm saying it was a good book.
It was a good book. Yeah, but it went into a lot of detail, and so. Yeah. But I remember, you know, at some point she looked for her father to come in and to have sex with her. And at some point she enjoyed it. Sure. And when he wasn't there, she had withdrawals of him not coming in to do that. So you know it's wrong. You know it's not supposed to be happening, but then it becomes your norm.
That's weird, right?
It's so weird, but the brain is a tricky thing,
you know. The brain is tricky. Sex is a powerful thing.
And so I think that's what it is. You know what I mean? Even with him, it's like, this is my norm. Because you think that happened for them. It didn't happen. It wasn't a one-time instance. No. It happened over the course of life.
Oh, that shit happened his whole life around that time. Right. That was his life. So,
right.
Man, wow.
Yeah, and I think enough people are not sympathizing with that part of the story.
They say this. They say, oh, well, he should have got him some help. That's like telling a fat person, fat people don't just go to the gym. They go to Popeyes, nigga.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Exactly. They go get more.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
If it's in their power, hello. If it's in their power to get more.
Right. And then he had people around him that was
facilitating it,
enabling him. Yes. Giving up for him, letting him allowing him to do this stuff. And you know why? The money.
But then too, exactly, because the money they go into their pocket, right? Money, you don't want to be the only one telling him no, because what he gonna do? He gonna get rid of you.
He taking the money
now,
away.
But then I don't sympathize for nobody in his camp.
Hell no.
That's solely off of
all them niggas need to go to jail.
Right.
Yeah.
Everybody who was facilitated needs to go to jail first.
All of them.
Everybody who was enabling needs to go to jail first.
Everybody, man.
But because they don't have a reason, you know what I mean? And again, I am not giving R. Kelly a pass, but there is something that turned this switch on in him, right?
Because they could have went to the law.
They could have gone to.
They could have went to the law, bro.
They could have got another fucking job. They could have got a different job.
Which brings me to, how bad do you want something, right? Harvey Weinstein. Okay. So you telling me. This man, now don't get me wrong. I don't agree with what he did, the stuff that he was doing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But acting is an art, right? It's an artistic career.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So
do you think acting can be taught or no?
I think that anything can be taught.
Okay.
Are you gonna be great at it? That's a different thing, right? Are you gonna be good at it? Probably not. You might be decent,
right?
But some people are just born with that.
Of course, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you come and you Melanie the Beautiful. You want this role out of them next 1,000 women that's outside.
Right.
Want this role. You know what I'm saying? So for some reason, I feel like it started somewhere. Okay, so you want this role. It's not like you work for me right now. I'm not the director at your company.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not stopping your progression in this industry.
Right.
Now that would be wrong.
Right.
But you telling me you want this job out of all these other women.
Shawn, don't do that.
I'm not doing nothing. I didn't say nothing.
Are you saying what you gonna do for it?
I'm not saying what you're gonna do for it. Okay, check this out.
That's what you're saying, Shawn.
Think about the Shark Tank.
Okay.
All right.
Love that show.
I love it too. Now you want me to invest in your idea when there's all these people outside that want me to invest in this idea and I only got this much money. What do you have to offer?
Sex should not be a part of the option of offer package.
It should not be. But why is it a crime that it is? It's her pussy. It's her mouth. It's her body.
The details of the wine of Harvey.
There's a lot. There's a lot. But there's another route.
Yeah, a lot of people ain't gonna like me for what I'm about to say.
Yeah, you talk your shit.
I'm gonna talk my shit.
Yeah.
But and I'll bring it to myself just to keep it real neutral here. As a 16-year-old, okay, as a 15-year-old, 16-year-old, you're exploring all of those hormones, and all of those feelings. Back in my day, okay, I really liked Jagged Edge.
What's up?
Particularly the twins,
right.
Okay? You can't tell me at the age of 16, 15, I don't know about 15, definitely around 16, had one of those members of Jagged Edge come to me.
Right.
Okay? And at the time, I think they were a little bit older. Like, how much older are they then? Maybe like a 10-year gap. Probably not quite as much as the R. Kelly thing. But what I'm saying is, let me bring it back to the point, which is this. When you are a fan of someone and that person gives you attention.
Oh my God.
Hello, somebody.
You feel me?
Okay. I'm getting on that tour bus.
Yeah.
Okay.
Of course you get on that tour bus.
And I'm probably might do some things that they ain't never done before. When at 16, I wasn't even having sex. But damn it, I can't say what I would have done had one of them twins approached me.
Of course.
Are they taking advantage of me, or am I
taking advantage of your situation?
Or am I taking advantage of them? Nobody really knows.
That's a good point.
Nobody really knows. You know what I mean? Again, it's not those girls' fault. That's not what I'm trying to say. Mm-hmm. But what I'm saying is, for you to find yourself in that situation,
right,
you got to take some accountability.
You do. And that's my problem.
Yeah.
None of the women take it.
And no black woman is gonna like to hear me say that. But that's when I think about who I am, that's just the truth.
Because they saying that you're blaming the victim. That's people's thing now. But it's true though.
Yeah.
When you step your ass in that tour bus, you know what might go down.
You know what might go. You know what may be asked of you. Mm-hmm. And a lot of them even said, I did it because it was R. Kelly, and I didn't want him to not want me anymore by telling him no. But had you told him no, you could have went back to your normal, usual life.
Regular
no
life. Skin
would have been off your back. He don't own your mama's house. He ain't the boss at your job.
Wow.
You could have told him no and moved and did with it, and life would have went on as usual.
You ain't got to mess with
There was something that you wanted out of that situation.
Some of them wanted to be singers. So let me ask you this then. Would you consider, if you get on that tour bus, could you call them and they... Whatever happens. Could you call them a master manipulator? They got fame and they got money. And they influence you to do certain things. Are you being manipulated?
I don't think that's where the master manipulation comes in. The master manipulation comes in down the line, right?
Of course.
Because in the beginning, two people have an interest in what they're doing.
Right.
You don't know it's going to go down this dark abyss, right? But it's just two people that have an interest. For you to continue on in that situation is with a master manipulation.